Hi everyone, welcome to my craft room, and today I want to share with you a notebook that I'm finishing up. This is a Thanksgiving fall theme notebook that I got inspiration from Carolina's Crafts. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm going to tag her down below. When I saw her using these notebooks, I knew that she was my type of crafter. I love her style, and so I encourage you to go and check out her videos. This is the first notebook that I've made, just kind of getting into the swing of how to do it. I've got some mistakes, and that's how we learn, right? Learn by doing. And so now I'm going to finish this up though, but as I'm going to take those things I've learned and create some of the Christmas themed ones. That's what I'm really getting ready for. I wanted to show you first how these notebooks are made. If you can tell, these are composition notebooks cut in half, and these are at Walmart. I actually saw these during the when school supplies were out, and I thought, how could I use these? And then when I saw that she had used these, I knew that it was meant to be, right? So you may have done some composition notebooks like this before, either decorated the full-length composition, or you can have a full-length composition notebook cut at a place like, I think, Office Depot, Staples, things like that. They will cut the notebooks in half. But look, these are at Walmart. It comes in a pack of 10 already cut. I think they were around $4.64, $4.65 for the 10 pack. So I got quite a few of these. I knew I wanted to make some of these notebooks. So like I said, this is my Thanksgiving fall theme. I didn't quite make it in time for the full month of November thankful notebook. But this is the paper that I used. I got this. It's Park Lane at Joann's. And so I thought the size being the 6 by 8.625 was perfect. It lended itself for the size of these half notebooks, even though the arrangement of some of these, were vertical versus horizontal. There were plenty of other pieces that worked, and then to piece together some of them. So at the very end, I'm going to do a walkthrough and I'll show you the entire notebook. But in this video, what I want to work on is decorating this front cover. So as you can tell, I use a base of a craft colored cardstock, and then I overlaid that with the decorative paper. And I did put a little bit of an edge on this, and I'm not quite sure if I love that. I will probably be doing a little differently when I get ready for my Christmas. And then the back side, I did a similar thing, but as you can see, I messed up on some of my sizing. So I'm still working that out. And again, I'm learning stuff along the way about the size. But in general, the length that I am covering up is approximately 6 5/8. And this length is 4 7/8, a good 4 7/8. So I've used that a lot throughout this notebook, and I'll share that with you at the end. But I have some ideas. First of all, in this paper pad, some of the cut aparts, okay, these are some of the solid sheets, they are at the very back. And the only thing is they really didn't intend for this cover. Now, I love this pumpkin patch cut apart, but kind of when I say that, I'm almost thinking a little bit of Halloween, early fall. And so this, it's mid-November, and I kind of wanted to go with that. I could have gone with the mushrooms, any of these, a couple of these different things. Pumpkin season, I think I may want to save that for next season. But what I did go through my stash and find is that I had this pack of stickers from Hobby Lobby. It is more in line with Thanksgiving, harvest blessings, that sort of thing. This turkey is gorgeous. I'm not going to use it today, though, because I'm going to give you a sneak peek over here. Look at that turkey. Isn't that great? I had to use that. But I'm thinking just in general looking, I'm going to go with this pumpkin here, this decorative pumpkin. I like the harvest blessing sticker. And then I also have this piece that I got recently from a friend on TikTok, Sarah, and her TikTok name I'm going to tag below, but we did a swap and she gave me this leaf and I think it's going to work perfectly here. So I'm going to put that on there and use these stickers. I'm going to use a technique on, I think, the Harvest Blessing that I'm going to share with you next. And one other thing I think I'm going to add is I have this lace trim. It is an off-white color, and I think I'm going to place that right there. So we'll have the lace trim, we'll have our wood leaf, we're going to have the pumpkin and the Harvest Blessing. And I think, as you can tell, I'm leaning towards putting this in the lower right-hand corner. If I'd had a big image to put there, I might put it in the middle, but I think we're going to go with this for now. So let's start first by putting this trim on, and we can give it time to dry. And this is actually a trim from Stampin' Up. I just noticed that. Lace trim. I'm not quite sure what year this is. It's very vanilla is the color. And I'm going to cut a little bit longer piece because then I'll want to come back later after it's glued down and dry, and I'm going to trim off the edges there to give it the straighter edge. I'm just going to use this Aleene's Tacky Glue, and I'm going to lay a strip down, and then we will put our lace across that. Hopefully this all dries clear. I'm going to be going to Hobby Lobby soon. I have a long list of things I need, and I'm actually looking for some new clear glue that a couple of my friends said they carried there. Now, I am not a good gluer. I should have smoothed that out a bit. And I'm just putting this on the very top between the cardstock and the decorative paper. And I'm going to leave that there to dry as we're working on the next section. Now the next thing we're going to do is, here are the stickers that I have, and we could place, these are clear backings, and I could place that down, that Harvest Blessing, but it gets lost. So what I'm going to do is a technique. I'm going to put it down on this probably very vanilla colored paper. And then we're going to trim around that and use that on this front cover. So I'm going to just place the sticker down. And it really doesn't even have to be straight because we're going to cut around this and use the cardstock. It's going to give it a stronger background as well. Okay, so now we're going to take this and just trim out. You can trim along the lines of the sticker, or if there's some other technique or some other shape you want to use. I like to get that big piece off out of the way. To me, it just makes it a little bit easier to trim around. There we go. So now we have this image on paper, and we're back to this. Now here's kind of where we're going. See how that just pops now? It comes out. Now I think the pumpkin is going to be okay because there's not a lot of white backspace. And so what I kind of want to do is pop this up. Oh, I remember another thing I was going to say is I have some really cute flowers that would go with this, like the reds, the oranges, yellows. But my thinking is I'm probably going to keep this book in a bag, maybe my purse, and have it to jot some ideas maybe about Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to be using mine to make some notes about Thanksgiving dinner and then actually as we have Thanksgiving. So I really didn't want to have something big popping up that could get torn off. So I'm kind of going more with the flat. I'm trying to decide on this pumpkin and exactly how I want this to... We could do it almost like that. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to go with. So we'll take the pumpkin sticker, and I'm going to place this right here. And I've got my bone folder. And then we'll have the leaf there. So it's kind of like the pumpkin's kind of just in the background, and that's fine. That's what I just kind of want, a little something different. Let's see, how will we do this? I think I'm going to do some dimensionals with the wording. And I may actually need to double stack that. Let's see, is that going to be enough? Nope, I think I need to double stack it. So I'm going to do 2 levels of dimensionals on this. Okay, just to make sure. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And then let's see, let's go ahead and place this down. It looks like this may have had a pop dot on it at one time. But I'm going to place this here kind of to the side. I don't want to totally cover up the pumpkin, but do a little bit of layering. Okay, now we're just going to peel off that second layer's covering on the pop dots, and I'm going to kind of place it right, let's see, let's do it right there. And that just gives it a little bit of a layering. Okay, I'm going to now let these pieces dry, and I'll come back and show you the finished notebook. And now let me show you the finished product. As everything is dried, I've trimmed off the lace there, and there's our front cover we've worked on. If you can tell, I've added some little tabs here. And when we first open up, we've got a little side pocket here with that great turkey. And now a little pocket here. And I've added this. This came from the little cut aparts. Our first tab. And there are 100 sheets in this book. So I split it up, about 33 sheets each section. Section 2 has this open space with these great mushrooms and leaves. I just love these. If I wanted to, I could put a picture here, but I probably am not going to cover this up. I've got this second tab here and some more sheets to work with. Here's a third section with a little pocket and our third tab divider and papers. And then we get to the end. I covered this last sheet on this side that I can add a picture, notes, whatever, another little side pocket, and that's the journal. I think I'm going to use mine. I have Thanksgiving at my house, and so I'm going to use it to put our menu options and things I need to buy at the store, any kind of recipes to keep up with. We usually play some games at Thanksgiving, so of course I'm going to write memories for that. Everything leading up to Thanksgiving for this year. And this is going to be the perfect little notebook for that.